Как Мэнни Пакьяо избил на ринге опасного бандита.
Я сделаю так, что Мэнни Пакьяо больше никогда не поднимется.
Это было 13 ноября 2010 года, когда на стадионе Cowboy Stadium, штат Техас, легендарный и всеми любимый чемпион Мэнни Пакьяо, уже тогда считавшийся одним из самых величайших бойцов своего времени, принял вызов боксера, чья репутация внушала не уважение, а страх. Антонио Маргарита, известный своими громкими победами и темными скандалами, для многих был не просто бойцом, а настоящим злодеем мира бокса. В ринге он сражался жестоко и, по слухам, не всегда честно. Кто-то даже считал его преступником, превратившим спорт в арену своих темных игр. Этот бой обещал стать настоящим столкновением добра и зла, где наказание должно было настигнуть обидчика. Но кто же такой этот Антонио Маргарита? Антонио Маргарита — это мексиканский боец с устрашающим прозвищем «Торнадо» из Тихуаны. Этот боксер был огромен и обладал чудовищной мощью, а его удары могли отправить в нокаут любого. Однако за этим успехом скрывалось много темного, от слухов о криминальных связях до подозрениях в нечестных методах ведения боя. Скандалы следовали за ним по пятам, и каждый раз он словно доказывал, что обман на ринге для него привычное дело. Репутация Маргарита как злодея достигла апогея в 2009 году, когда его поймали на подготовке к бою Шейна Мосли, где бинты мексиканца были обмотаны гипсовыми вставками, превращая его в руки в настоящие кастеты. Этот грязный трюк вскрылся непосредственно перед боем, и мир бокса был потрясен. Кто знает, сколько его соперников уже пострадали из-за этих орудий. После этого Маргарита стал настоящим преступником в глазах публики. И многие фанаты ждали момента, когда кто-то же возьмет на себя роль возмездия, чтобы наказать его за все эти махинации. И когда мир бокса официально узнал, что Мэнни Пакьяо свой следующий поединок проведет против этого бандита, все были в предвкушении наказания, а Маргарита был полон высокомерия и самоуверенности. Для него это было не просто соревнование, это был шанс унизить своего соперника. В интервью он с насмешкой отзывался о Пакьяо, называя его слишком мелким для настоящего боя и уверяя, что этот филиппинец не заслуживает даже выйти на ринг с ним. На пресс-конференциях Маргарита позволял себе пренебрежительное и оскорбительные выражения, открыто высмеивая габариты и технику Пакьяо. Он назвал Мэнни игрушкой, обещая, что на ринге будет играть с ним как захочет.
Этот коротышка меня боится. Посмотри на эту картину.
Твой менеджер сказал, что ты нокаутируешь Пакьяо апперкотом.
Без разницы. Могу правой, левой или апперкотом, как пойдет.
Трехкратный чемпион мира превосходил филиппинца в росте аж на 11 сантиметров, а его размах рук был на 15 сантиметров больше. Вес бойца в день боя на целых 7 килограмм превышал вес соперника. Мэнни же, в свою очередь, прекрасно понимал, кто стоял перед ним, и видел Маргарита не просто бойца, а хищника, для которого обман — обычное дело. Этот бой стал для Мэнни больше, чем просто поединком. Это был шанс восстановить справедливость и преподать урок тем, кто считал себя выше правил. И вот настал вечер боя. Напряжение в воздухе можно было буквально ощутить на своей шкуре. Пакьяо вышел на ринг решительным взглядом, сосредоточенный и готовый дать отпор. Маргарита же вел себя очень надменно. Он явно наслаждался своей ролью злодея и надеялся подавить Мэнни, как и других соперников. Но с первых минут стало ясно, что он ошибался. Но прежде чем продолжить историю возмездия Мэнни Пакьяо, хочу поделиться с вами классной возможностью. Если стремление к победам у вас течет в крови, тогда MostBet именно то, что вам нужно. У компании международная лицензия, что гарантирует честность и прозрачность. При первом пополнении бонус до 25 тысяч рублей с моим промокодом, который сразу задаст победоносный настрой. А еще MostBet предлагает ежедневно крутить колесо удачи. Сделали первое пополнение, и каждый день у вас шанс на бесплатные крутки и бонусы, как в бесконечном турнире с призами. С Mustbet бонусы не заканчиваются. За каждое пополнение можно получить до 350% и до 445 бесплатных круток. А главный приз — Mercedes-Benz G-класс. Просто регистрируйтесь, получайте билеты и участвуйте в розыгрыше. Переходите по ссылке и используйте промокод из закрепленного комментария. Возможно, удача ждет именно вас. С самого начала поединка Мэнни Пакьяо доминировал, буквально втаптывая в Маргарита канаты и нанося точные молниеносные комбинации ударов. Лицо мексиканца превращалось в кровавое полотно. Под правым глазом образовалось глубокое рассечение, а сам глаз начал закрываться к середине боя.
Pacquiao trying to get inside and go to the body, and Emmanuel's up at an angle robs you of power, does it not?
Yes, it does.
So he has a better chance.
Dominant punch in the fight has been his left jab.
And the last thing people expected to see was Antonio Margarito stand in the ring and boxing with Mэнni Pacquiao, but that's what's happened.
Margarito when he's jabbing with a little left step back.
Bring Margarito's arms and head down.
Well, one thing, Mэнni makes adjustments as the fight goes. It's a very intelligent fighter.
Margarito has thrown almost exclusively gut and landed it on Margarito's face.
Margarito has shown a good jab, especially early in the round, but Pacquiao's dominated this round with the right hook.
With the jabs on Margarito still.
Antonio Margarito in round one seems very low, but he has had trouble getting rolling in the early parts of some of his fights, notably the Paul Williams. Margarito still content to stand in the middle of the ring and box with Mánny Pacquiao. Has not tried to drive him to the...
More than we're used to seeing hit in recent fights.
Yeah,
and here Margarito has landed not only...
This is fight, as I see right here.
There. Still, the loss of power from punching up could be a factor in the fight.
I still see the same facial expression that Margarito had when he fought Cotto.
I mean, you're not supposed to be on the ropes.
He keeps saying size, but I just...
That was the first time that Pacquiao found his body against the ropes. And if there was one thing, never...
lighter fighter when he would go toe-to-toe more with some of the great Mexican fighters that he beat south of lightweight.
Good left hook when he gets close. Uppercuts for Margarito, his favorite punch. Right hand uppercut there.
This is why when you asked me, didn't
a man this big. Delectable experience perhaps for Margarito really, to start trying to bang this guy around. You need to soften him up a little.
Mánny Pacquiao looked vulnerable, and he's looked a little...
Pacquiao pressing the speed advantage. Margarito still fighting for him, an unfamiliar fight. It doesn't have the kind of jab that will bother Pacquiao. First 3 rounds, Margarito's bothering Pacquiao. Good flush. Another one. Little right hook inside for Pacquiao. Despite... landed on the chin. Pacquiao flirts with the corner there, then moves away. Now his back is against the ropes. Notice the action. Pacquiao hits him flush with a big left hand.
She want a clean shot. But in the meantime, I still see that the way forcing Mánny to back, and it's a difference in moving.
This round is that Margarito's gloves are split, and he can throw his left hand straight up the middle.
Уже получив травму в глазнице, бандюга начал осознавать, что мощь филиппинца превосходит его ожидания.
Mánny Pacquiao. Jim, I love there's the right, then he throws the left, then he steps to the side. So when Margarito comes at it because the guy ain't there, you know, that's good ring generalship. Pacquiao does it all. 3-0 Pacquiao.
I got a wide fight for Pacquiao. I think Margarito's doing well in spots and rounds, but I haven't seen a round I thought, oh, maybe one.
No, I give all 3 rounds to Pacquiao also. I think he's going to go the distance in case he gets a knockout fan. But, you know, even though he's landing and winning the fight, he's got to be for the whole game.
I think you're looking at 12 rounds. On the other hand, Margarito's, according to interpreter Jerry Olaya, he has no power, he can't hurt, as he has a big red welt under his right eye. So Pacquiao could do that.
Yeah, Margarito's saying that in story.
Indeed. And Pacquiao's beginning to land with almost every...
Better and faster than Mosley, but he's not as physically strong and has to do Margarito around the ring.
But he's beating Margarito up in this round. There's a huge left under Margarito up, and he's hurting him. And Margarito can say all...
Body punch, I think, and they took all of the starch out of it.
What's happening now?
And Pacquiao, no matter how...
But what makes him different from a lot of the days fighters, he punches through his... Most of the fighters today, they punch at the target. Very seldom do they penetrate. Accuracy this round, even though he wasn't doing too much and he was losing. But it seemed like that one body punch. Take the left hand shot to the body, which I think started all of the serious problems. Even though he was being outpointed, seemingly with that shot, he never has recuperated. Notice his body form is bending over as if he's still hurt from the body punch.
Box tells us he's ever landed on Antonio Margarito in a single round.
And you know, Pacquiao doesn't just waste punches. His punches are very accurate.
I think he's the most accurate puncher in boxing, Emmanuel. He the ability to adjust the punch in mid-arc.
Yeah.
Margarito going to the body at a good moment. That Margarito actually made it look for a moment like his fight against Cotto. And here comes... Fought a great fight against him. Absolutely, he jolted back, or jolted Mark down there. Jolts him with a right hook there.
Pacquiao's spirit is something to behold. He loves
the better of an exchange. That's why it's hard to win rounds against him, because if you he'll get you back before the bell rings.
And that was likely here for Margarito. He said, look, I hope he goes up to 180 every pound.
Pacquiao takes his...
Didn't have a lot of snap on his punches, did he?
Yeah, that's right. You might have seen him have changed the fight tremendously.
Since Manny's a southpaw, it wasn't a left hook to the body, it's a left cross. But the bottom line, Pacquiao staggering Margarito momentarily there. Big right hook. Great shot.
Наверное, самым успешным эпизодом мексиканца за весь бой стал 6-й раунд, где Антонио удалось нанести мощный удар по печени, вызвав короткое беспокойство у фанатов Пакьяо. Но этот успех остался лишь эпизодом.
As he's tasted for a moment the advantage of having Pacquiao against the ropes. This is fights his way out of it.
Бой продолжался под полным контролем Пакьяо, который наносил один удар за другим. Статистика боя была ошеломляющей. Из более 1000 выброшенных филиппинцем ударов цели достигли 474. Каждый раз, когда мексиканцу удавалось приблизиться, Мэнни контратаковал, грамотно уходя от его мощных атак и нанося свои молниеносные комбинации, заметно потрясая соперника.
I've covered boxing for 24 years, and I covered Ray Leonard from ringside. He's the fighter I've ever seen.
He does it all and fights everybody. That's what I like about him.
See what's kept Margarito up in this fight is his...
Jim, before the fight, you said you could see it possibly going to 12-round decision only because of...
I thought Pacquiao would stop Margarito right around the 6 or 7. Seems to be weathering these storms pretty well in space looks.
Margarito's hanging in, and he's having more flurries as the fight continues.
He had his defense up all that time, and he penetrated to defenses.
When Männi Pacquiao was a terrific, world-class, one-handed fighter, taking him against the ropes here, trying to get to Pacquiao's body. That could change the fight. Fighting back with his back on the ropes.
And here comes
and he turns it around, hits him again with the left. Margarito nods at him. Pacquiao hits him at will.
Every likes to fight. Know who else likes to fight? Margarito.
Absolutely trained in the gym with Margarito. And what he trains going 15 and 6 much. He trains himself to fight this way, so he's still going to be fighting very strong going down the street. That's his biggest factor, is fighting while he's tired.
Some of the punches, taking some. He took a big left hook there. Remember, 17 pounds in the ring tonight.
And speaking of redemption for Margarito, so far this has been a measure of success. Fighting in spots the way we used to see him knock out good.
But he's not breaking Männi Pacquiao up.
I talked to Miguel earlier today. Miguel said this is going to be a very tough fight. Because I'm at the edge. He said, man, he may have edge, but it's going to be a hard fight.
What
so, it's a size factor. If it wasn't the fact that Margarito was so big, almost 20 pounds bigger.
And Henry Armstrong went up and tried to win the middleweight.
That was the case again. It was just too much weight difference.
Well, he got a draw.
Yeah, but it's just a bigger man can absorb the punches a little better than a smaller guy. But a regular 100.
But showing intelligence and perhaps
range, even though he's a smaller fighter, Pacquiao.
If he's in good shape and he can continue to do this, he'll win the fight.
Pacquiao's maybe decided that he can't knock Margarito out of it.
To stop the fight because of that right eye, which is grotesque at this point.
Knockout style hooks.
Мэнни не только избивал своего соперника, но и тактично обращался к рефери Лоуренсу Коулу, пытаясь убедить его прекратить это избиение.
A lot of guys will let guys miss punches, but they don't take advantage of it the way that he does.
Time. Quantos. Really aggressive, just fighting the perfect fight.
Ninth and the fun, arguing with each other about what was Männi Pacquiao's greatest performance. It's the guy 17 pounds bigger than himself, touching him up, ruining his face the way he is. This will be in the discussion.
Well, it's not just that Mark gave away 17 pounds.
Right. He's a former flyweight, long beard on Margarito. Freddie Roach wanted to get the Texas State at Margarito shave off the beard, which probably they would have done. Pacquiao's, I want to use it as a target. That's a fighter.
The machine.
He's putting it on Margarito right now.
Another perfect right hook. What a show. Greatest offensive fighter of the
and physically fatigued both. And this hook, he didn't see it coming.
That was a right hook from Pacquiao.
Yeah, perfect fight.
He had another 30 seconds.
His stunning left cross. To stopping the fight.
Another measuring, he wants to keep fighting. He's not just doing it as a show for, look at me, I'm tough. He really wants to win the fight, even though he's hopelessly behind and getting. And Pacquiao looking towards the ref, asking him to stop the fight at this point, it looks to me.
Hey, that's what he's saying to Cole.
But the referee's doing a good job, I think. It's right there. If he was back to the ropes and being hit or something, we'd definitely be
Manuel, he's rearranging Margarito's face, and it may never look the same again.
I know, but it's just this is boxing. I hate to say it.
The issue is any clean headshots.
Can one man take?
I mean,
to have zero snap. He is waving at Pacquiao. Reminds me of Roy Jones against Brian Brannon. Jones actually asked the referee.
But it's not just completed, just he's getting hit so much, but just looking at his eyes, he can't even hardly see.
Similarly to this, corner asked if they wanted the fight, or if he wanted it. Same thing here, obviously. It's not doing more shots he's taking now. Flush on an already badly brutalized face.
Corner makes.
Тем не менее, Коул позволил бою продолжаться все 12 раундов, возможно, вняв предматчевым заявлением Маргариты о том, что он скорее умрет, чем сдастся.
75 power shots. Max in history have done this.
Joe Cast.
There's no question Pacquiao following through and committing the way he does most of the time.
Margarito's not known as an accurate puncher. Leonard. Until he felt the time was right. He noticed Hagler slow down against Duran and Mugabe. Easier to hit.
That's hard to say because he's fighting such different guys every time. To make sure that he wins the round, make clear who's still dominant. Männi Pacquiao, the fighter. This is Mэнни Pacquiao, the congressman. Mэнni Pacquiao, the citizen of the world. That's the man who's letting Margarito finish. And we're done.
По окончанию боя судьи единогласно отдали победу Мэнни Пакьяо со счетом 120-108, 119-110 и 118-109, закрепив за ним титул чемпиона в 8-й весовой категории. Избитое лицо Маргарита, почти полностью закрывшийся правый глаз и общий вид разбитого бойца стали ярким свидетельством победы добра над злом. Сразу после поединка филиппинец признался, что в последних раундах пожалел своего противника и не стремился добивать его. Ну а сам Маргарита позже признал, что зря тогда не позволил своей команде остановить бой раньше. Травма глазницы фактически положил конец его карьере и лишила возможности провести реванш. Эта победа не только подняла Пакьяо на новую высоту в мире бокса, но и стала символом того, что подлинное мастерство и уважение к сопернику всегда побеждают в ринге. Злодей был наказан.
Я никого не боюсь. Просто будьте осторожны с выражениями. Я с легкостью его победил.